What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ. This week we have had the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. This is the limited trim model, not the full review. Full review link down below. That is pretty much all the details I think you would want to know. Take it on a drive, all the stuff. This video is going to be 5 things to love, 5 things to improve. The same thing every single week, every single press car. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. If you are not familiar with my channel, 5 things to love and the 5 things to improve. We're going to start out with a 60-second, very quick cinematic. And then right after that, we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. So without further ado, let's roll. Number 1 on the improvement list, if you're not new to my channel, you definitely already know, and that would be the black wheel arches. I wish you could get those in paint to match from factory. Now, of course you can if you go to the in-line. However, then you lose all of your interior features. So it's a trade-off. I'm not sure why on the highest trim model you can't option that to be painted. A little silly in my book, but nonetheless, that's number 1 on the improvement list. Number 2 on the list for the improvements is I absolutely love this interior. It is really nicely done. The one improvement I have is this right here. I don't know if you can tell. It's a cloth material, and it travels basically along this door, as you can see there, and then onto the dash, right on this little thin part and across. I definitely do not like that cloth material. Everything else about this vehicle I highly like, especially in the interior, but that is one change I would for sure make. If I'm getting the top trim level, I just simply do not want cloth to be there. Yes, it is small, which is nice. It's nothing big, but nonetheless, I do wish you could replace that if you would like. Number 3 on the list would be keyless entry on all 4 doors. You can see it is not located here on the rear. However, it is located on the 2 front doors. You can see it located right there. Nonetheless, if you have never owned a vehicle that has it on all 4 doors, you're going to be the person that's commenting, wow, so dumb. Wait till you own one vehicle that has it on all 4 doors, and then you call me. You call me and you let me know, because I'm going to tell you, it is really, really nice and convenient. You would not think that it's that convenient, but it really, really is. Now, of course, again, is it a big deal? It's not a big deal, but it is something that's an improvement that would make it just a little bit better. Number 4 on the list is here on the driver's side. If we open it up here, you can see it does have a telescopic wheel with a little handle right there. The improvement would be an optional, and I wouldn't want it standard just because I don't want to increase the price of the vehicle for those that don't want it, but an optional power telescopic wheel is super nice. Again, not something you necessarily think all that much about, but if you change in and out with your wife, or if you have kids driving or whatever, it works with the memory seating. So you literally come in, you click one button, and everything changes to the way that you like to drive. So again, that would definitely be a nice option. Number 5 on the list. Now, I'm digging deep. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a very, very good vehicle. They have done everything honestly right. Like, even the windshield wiper blade is no longer down here like my wife's Santa Fe. It's tucked all the way up under there. You can't even see it. Little things like that. Hyundai has done a really phenomenal job. So again, I'm digging deep. Number 5 on the list, because this is the reason, honestly, because I was looking at the Tucson, not the 2025, but I was between the Santa Fe, which that's a 21, it's a Caligraphy, or a Tucson. And at the end of the day, when I read that the 0 to 60 on the Tucson was like 7.2 to 8 seconds, I just couldn't do it personally. I'm not saying that it does have really good gas mileage, right? 35 across the board, but the improvement would come an optional performance hybrid. Something that would still be hybrid to get decent gas mileage, like, 30 mpgs, but get a 0 to 60 of like 6 seconds flat, which would match the Santa Fe. That is obviously, the Santa Fe is not a hybrid, but it gets like 28-ish, 29 on the freeway, and it does 0 to 60 in 6 flat. So to have a performance, again, this trust me, I know what performance is, 600 to the wheel. I just, for an everyday driver, if you could get something in an option, because the size of the Tucson is so nice, like it fits so easily in a 2-stall. Now you're gonna go, oh, it's parked crooked. It's done that way on purpose because it's easier to get the doors open because they open at an angle, obviously. So that's why I park at an angle, and you can see I have a ton of room between these two. Nonetheless, I rest my case. A performance hybrid in this, in a variant, would definitely be a nice option. Moving on to the 5 things to love. Number 1 on the list is the exterior design. Again, I already talked about those. I wish that would change. But overall, I just think it's such a good looking vehicle. Like, even just taking a look at the front there, and then I'll throw some drone footage up so you can see, just all the way around it, side, front, stuff like that. I just think it looks good. And then as we work our way here to the rear, I just pointed out already, it just is so clean back here. They've done a phenomenal job with the exterior design. Number 2 on the list that I have learned throughout my week with it, it has a very, very roomy interior. A lot of medium-sized, smaller SUVs, they just feel kind of cramped, whether you're in the back seat or even just like shoulder width apart. I don't know. Some of them just don't feel as roomy, and this one definitely feels roomy, and especially the trunk space. There is a lot of trunk space in this thing for the size and class. So definitely impressed. I could easily take this on a road trip, no issue. Number 3 on the list is the fact that it has heads-up display and all the features this thing has to offer, right? You have memory seating, you have a panoramic roof, you have heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, you have a wireless phone charger, your rear seats are heated as well, dual zone climate, screens all the way across, you have adaptive cruise control, you have lane centering with or without your cruise set, among other features. You guys get the point. There's a lot being offered here for the price. Number 4 on the list, ride quality. Especially for the price. Again, I'm going to always compare it in something in a similar size, shape, competitor. Not going to compare it to something that's $100,000 because that's not what this is. And for my perspective on ride quality, I think all of it kind of goes together, but it's suspension, it's noise levels, stuff like that. And I just think for the money, I think you're getting a lot of vehicle. You really, really are. Final on the list, number 5, and that is the fact that it comes in all-wheel drive. It is H-Track all-wheel drive, so of course it's not on at all times. Now, of course, there's a locker to where you can, but it's nice because soon as the wheels start to slip, boom, you even have, there's a little gauge you can look at, and it'll even show you where the power is going to what wheel. Santa Fe has that as well, my wife's Santa Fe, and it is a nice feature. I think H-Track does good enough for 98% of people and where they're at. Obviously, if you're going somewhere extreme, maybe not the best, but past that, it's definitely a nice thing to have. One last time, if you want all the details, review is down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Over 23,000 subscribers. Thank you to each and every one of you. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.